Hey there, welcome to day 2535 of What You Have to Know. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey, sharing lessons learned and information. Originally, as I transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of businesses to the online world of businesses, and then back and forth again with the pandemic and everything, I was very grateful and thankful that I had come online in 2017, 2018, and started creating a digital presence versus just the presence in the physical world, which was dramatically impacted by all of the COVID-19 pandemic stuff. I'll just call it stuff and leave it at that. So, in that year and the year following, I did a series, and I'd been doing challenges for a long time, but I did an annual challenge as well as every other month I did a 30+ day challenge to keep us moving forward, to keep me moving forward. It's called the Get Up and Go Challenge. It's still available online. If you're curious, just ask and you could hit up and listen to those. There's always, I like to create content that's evergreen and we can always learn lessons from. And that's why I do annual challenges. That's why I do challenges. I do them for me as well as for other people because I know what a powerful tool it is to do one little thing every day and to have hundreds and thousands, actually thousands of tools in our toolbox that we can use and call upon to help us in any area or aspect of our life. So I'm still feeling a little Christmassy. I'm still using my Christmas cups because I'm sick throughout all of Christmas and New Year's this year, and so was the whole family, which made it kind of miserable and long. So I'm keeping my Christmas coasters out for a little longer. I'm keeping my Christmas cups and my snowflake decorations out for a little longer, just to kind of to reinvigorate myself after being down for a couple of weeks. I'm fine being sick, but I'm not very good at it, right? Is anyone good at being sick? It's like saying you're not going to get hurt when you go out to do something dangerous. Nobody goes out and plans to get hurt, but sometimes we get hurt even if we're not planning on it. Like I said, I don't think anybody ever plans to go out and do something and get hurt. I'm thinking snow sports and board sports that my kids participate in. They don't ever plan to get hurt, but sometimes they get hurt, right? Doing tricks and things. So today we're talking about the 9-part life framework area. I've been talking about it for a couple of days. Yesterday we rated ourselves on a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to 100, whatever works for you, how we think we're doing right now in each of these different areas: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And I added communication and confidence to my life framework in 2021 following a year of coaching, actually 2 years of coaching. In those were 2 components of the coaching, but there were of course other components as well. But those were the 2 categories that I added to my overarching life framework in both my personal life and my professional life. Why? Because they're core foundational skills. Communication and confidence impact everything else, just like everything else in the life framework. Imagine that. So normally I have different frameworks that I use for my businesses and supersizing and growing my business than the life framework. And this year I'm looking at it a little differently, and I'm saying, listen, the life framework incorporates all of me. So why would I not use that same framework for my businesses and for structuring them and for making sure that all the areas and aspects that are important to life are also important to the life of my business? So we are using this life framework for business this year as well, and for supersizing your business as well as for our annual challenge. And we will structure and frame, we'll spend a month each. I haven't decided what order we're going to cover them in yet. But we will spend a month on each of these 9 categories of the life framework. And then we'll have a couple other things too, especially things that are more business related. We'll talk about business in the Supersize Your Business group. And then things that are more, hey, being a better version of me, you being a better version of you. That's what this year's challenge is all about. Those are more our personal development, our personal life, our personal skills, what's important to us as human beings than necessarily our business. Our business is only one. I know it's hard to hear me say this, but our businesses and our work and what we do for a living is only one aspect of who we really are. It's only one part of our identity. It is not our entire identity. And if we confuse the two, guess what? Things will devastate us and will take us a lot longer to recover from than if we remember that what we do is just what we do. It's not who we are. So today we took those same 9 categories and we ranked them in order of how we rated ourselves. So again, it's all subjective, but we're trying to make it a little bit more objective by adding numbers and numeric values to it. Is it a perfect science? No. Hello. I don't think there is a perfect science, but it's a way to give us a little bit more information and a little more insight into ourselves and what makes us tick. So I ranked mine, and I was working on it for my different businesses, which is, believe it or not, harder to do than I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh, this will be easy to put the life framework and rank and rate our each business in each of these categories, but I found it a lot more challenging than doing the personal one. So I opted for saying, okay, my personal priorities are going to impact my business priorities, right? And I took the 3 areas I ranked myself lowest in, and I made them my 3 top priorities for next year, which is usually just the opposite of what I do. I'm a believer in let's build on our strengths, and then let's find ways to compensate for the things that we're not great at or that we don't love to do. But this year I decided I want to make a huge difference. And if I work on these 3 areas that I rate the lowest, they will give me a bigger impact than if I continue to just improve on the things that I'm already strong at. We'll continue to do those things, but we're also going to really work on what I consider my personal challenge areas. So I picked those 3 and set those priorities. Those are now my lowest ranking things, the things I ranked myself lowest on. Other people probably wouldn't rank me lowest on those, but I did, and that's what matters most. Those are the areas I'm going to emphasize and prioritize and put first in goal setting and in resource allocation and things this year. Why? Because I think that will get me a massive move of the needle for supersizing my business, as well as making some quantum leaps and jumps in my personal development that I've wanted to make for a while, that I've been just kind of dragging my feet on and not changing and not doing intentionally, but intentionally procrastinating. Let's say that. Let's admit it. I have been intentionally procrastinating in several areas and aspects of my life that need to be addressed. All right, that's all I've got today. Again, I'm going to stretch Christmas out as long as I can this year because I love it. We've got Olaf and the Christmas tree out on the front porch with the lights on it. We just took the decorations off and put it on the porch because I feel like we missed so much Christmas being sick that we're just stretching it out a little. And it's cheerful. I love waking up in the morning and seeing the Christmas lights. It just makes me happy. All right. Any way I can help you, ask, ask, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.